Florida is a world-famous travel destination, and for a good reason. In this video, I will take you all around the state to explore the top 10 places to visit in Florida in 2026 in no particular order that you should put on your bucket list. Are you ready? Let's get started. First up, we have Cedar Lake's Woods and Gardens, located in Williston, Florida. This place is amazing, with so much time and effort put into every detail, and the entire garden is built around an 100-year-old limestone quarry. If you haven't been here yet, try and make it in 2026 because Cedar Lakes doesn't disappoint. I suggest starting at the rim and exploring the top part of the garden first. There are lots of little bridges, viewpoints, and even a Japanese garden here. Then, head down to the bottom of the quarry where you will find waterfalls, a variety of picnic tables, including this one with epic views, and even a waterfall that you can walk behind. There's also some animals in the park that you can see, including multiple koi ponds and even some beautiful swans. Now, while you're in the area, I highly recommend heading just 5 minutes down the road and visiting Devil's Den, which is a spring located in an ancient sinkhole with rocks in it dating over 33 million years ago. If you want to visit Devil's Den, it's important to reserve online in advance. They only allow snorkeling or scuba diving, you can't wear a flotation device, and the water is over 50 feet deep. This is the only spring in Florida without any alligators, so if that's important to you, you'll want to visit this prehistoric underground oasis. Cedar Lake's Woods and Gardens and the nearby Devil's Den are unforgettable and make a great day out in Florida. Next up, I recommend visiting Florida's Emerald Coast, located in the Panhandle, in 2026, especially if you love breathtaking beaches and crystal clear turquoise water. Everyone always asks me where exactly they should go to see this beautiful water and these incredible tide pools, and in reality, you can go anywhere along the Emerald Coast. I mean, they gave it that name for a reason. To the furthest west, we have Pensacola Beach with a pier and beautiful water, and then we have one of my personal favorites, Gulf Island's National Seashore, which is home to pristine sand and miles of undisturbed beach. Now, if you're looking for a hidden gem beach town, visit Navarre. It isn't as built up as other spots along the Emerald Coast, but the beach here is breathtaking. On the other hand, if you prefer more entertainment, I love Destin, which has a ton of different things to do. While in Destin, take a day trip out to Crab Island, which is a sandbar with beautiful water, and make sure to visit Henderson Beach State Park for the best beach in town. Finally, I'm obsessed with 30A, which is a collection of cute beach towns located along County Highway 30A. Some of my favorite towns include Seaside, which was used in the filming of The Truman Show, Rosemary Beach, which looks like Europe, and Alice Beach, which feels like you've stepped into Greece. I love the Emerald Coast, and although it's quite a long drive from the rest of Florida, it is totally worth the trek the moment you arrive and see these views. If you've always wanted to feel like you were in the mountains right here in Florida, you're in luck. Our next stop is Big Shoals Trail, located about 1 hour north of Gainesville in White Springs. This place is home to Class 3 rapids, and they are the largest whitewater rapids in the entire state. You're gonna want to park at Big Shoals State Park, pay the entrance fee, and then follow the yellow markers, which take you along the Swanee River. The hike is about 2.5 miles round trip, and when you arrive, there are multiple viewing platforms where you can see the incredible whitewater rapids. It truly does feel like you aren't even in Florida anymore. After you're done with Big Shoals, and while you're still in the area, I also suggest heading 15 minutes away and visiting Falling Creek Falls, a real waterfall in Florida. This park is completely free to visit, and although this waterfall looks small in photos, and I thought it was going to be like 2 feet high, it's actually over 10 feet high, and videos don't do this waterfall justice. You just have to come and see for yourself. The water at both Big Shoals and Falling Creek Falls is brown from all of the tannins leaching from plant matter into the water. This is natural and normal for the area. I can't believe both of these places exist right here in Florida. Number 4 is Siesta Key, located just outside of Sarasota and consistently ranked one of the best beaches in the entire world. Now, I know you might be thinking that I'll only feature Siesta Beach, the most popular and crowded spot on the island, but I wanted to point out that Siesta Key is actually home to 8 miles of gorgeous beaches, so you have options. On the north end, we have Sarasota Beach, which has multiple free access points, and while it can still get crowded, the crowds are a lot lighter than the nearby Siesta Beach. On the south end of the island, we have Turtle Beach, which also offers free parking as well as various amenities for your convenience. The pristine white sand on Siesta Key is made with a 99% pure quartz crystal, so it never gets too hot, and the water is some of the clearest in the entire state. If you have time, I recommend heading to Jim Neville Marine Preserve for kayaking among the mangroves, and Midnight Pass, which is the pass between Siesta Key and Casey Key, for some unspoiled beaches with no high-rises. The only way to get here is with your own boat or by renting kayaks, but it's totally worth it if you're looking for something different. There is so much more to Siesta Key than just the very crowded Siesta Beach, and I recommend checking it out in 2026. Up next, we're heading to Tampa to explore Oxford Exchange, which is the coolest local favorite and easily the prettiest bookstore in the state. Just look at this entryway. Across from the bookstore, there is a luxury candle making shop where you can make your own candles. Next, there is this gorgeous restaurant in the middle of the Oxford Exchange, and part of it is in the solarium, which is just so beautiful. Of course, there's a champagne bar, because why not, and both a coffee shop and a tea bar as well. Finally, there's this lovely shop featuring an eclectic range of both new and vintage goods from around the world. Don't forget the bathroom, as it's just as unique as the rest of the building. After you're done enjoying Oxford Exchange, walk right across the street and visit the Henry B. Plant Museum, which has gorgeous architecture with lots of Spanish influence. Make sure to explore both the inside and the outside. This building used to be a hotel, and now it's home to the University of Tampa. If you're enjoying this list, you may love my interactive Florida map, where I have pinned over 800 of my favorite suggestions across the Sunshine State, and I'll drop it in the description below. Our next destination is entirely underrated and one of my all-time favorites. Welcome to Apopka, located about 30 minutes away from Orlando in Central Florida. There are so many things to do here, and Apopka is home to a variety of fun outdoor adventures. I love Rock Springs, located in Kelly Park, which is my favorite natural lazy river in the state because you can float down the spring run and then get out and have another go, no shuttle needed. Just 5 minutes down the road, you will come to a place called King's Landing, where you can rent kayaks and explore a place called Emerald Cut. This is the most incredible kayaking experience through a tropical oasis that you won't want to miss. Just 15 minutes away, you will come to Wakaiwa Springs, which is an emerald green color and has a great swimming area. This is also an amazing place for hiking, with everything from easy 1-mile hikes all the way up to 13-mile treks, plus rugged off-road biking paths. Finally, I'm obsessed with the Apopka Wildlife Drive, which is basically like going on a safari with your own car, and it's completely free. This is a one-way, 11-mile drive through a nature preserve, and I have never seen so many alligators in my life. Some were just a few feet from the car, and you can see over 350 different species of birds, so make sure to keep your eye out. Apopka is totally underrated and should be on your list of places to visit in 2026. Number 7, I highly recommend visiting the Palm Beaches in South Florida. You may think that Palm Beach County is kind of boring or only for the rich and famous, but you're wrong. It is such a great place to explore. There is truly something for everyone. If you love the beach, there are so many gorgeous options with some of the bluest water in Florida that feels like you're on a tropical island. If you love history, check out the Jupiter Inlet Lighthouse and the Flagler Museum. Both are so interesting to explore. Now, if you want snorkeling or diving, the Palm Beaches offers the best shore diving in the USA at Blue Heron Bridge. Make sure to go at high tide for the clearest water. Looking for luxury shopping? Head to Worth Avenue, which is a world-famous shopping street, and don't forget to check out the Vias, which are little side streets that make you feel like you're in Europe. Grab dinner at Buchan, which is a Michelin star recommended restaurant. Finally, if you love gardens and nature, I love the Society of the Four Arts, which is free, Mount's Botanical Garden, and the Murakami Museum and Japanese Garden for a unique and beautiful experience. Many people don't consider visiting the Palm Beaches for one reason or another, so I hope this convinced you to plan a day trip or weekend getaway. If you've ever wanted to visit a bunch of Florida springs at one time without all the driving, you are going to love Ginnie Springs. It is located about 45 minutes away from Gainesville and costs between $20 to $25 per person to enter. This is one of the most expensive springs in Florida, but you get to visit 5 springs with your ticket, which makes the cost worth it to me. First, there is the namesake Ginnie Spring. This is a very large area and one of the most popular places in the park. Next up, we have the Devil's Spring system, starting with Little Devil. This one is so cool and like a crack in the earth. And then there's an absolutely magical spring run that you can swim between the Devil's Springs, and then we will come to Devil's Eye. The water here is crystal clear, and it is so fun to swim down into the hole. Number 3 is Dogwood Springs. I think this one is kind of underrated. There is a beautiful spring boil to swim over and an amazing spring run. Number 4, we have Twin Spring, which is where the Ginnie Springs tube run lets out. This one is gorgeous. And finally, we have Deer Springs, which is beautiful as well. While you're in the area, I highly recommend visiting Gilchrist Blue Springs, which is less than 10 minutes away from Ginnie Springs and only costs a few dollars to enter. It is home to the prettiest clear blue water. If 2026 is your year to head to the Florida Springs and you want to visit a bunch without a lot of driving, you're definitely going to want to go to Ginnie Springs. Number 9, we have Amelia Island, located in the furthest northeast corner of the state. If you're looking to experience old Florida, Amelia Island is where it's at. This island is gorgeous, filled with history and charm, and home to many incredible beaches. You have a lot of choices. There is Main Beach, which is on the northern end of the island, and then as you continue south, there are many beach access points that you can walk over. At the southern end, there is Amelia Island State Park, where you can actually drive on the beach, which is so fun. Just across the bridge, I suggest visiting Boneyard Beach, which is home to some incredibly massive driftwood trees spread along the beach. There's a small hike to get here, and then you will arrive at this cool natural playground. The beaches on Amelia Island are great, but I also suggest exploring Fort Clinch State Park, where you can wander around the old fort, take in some beautiful views, and learn about the history of the area. Finally, head to Fernandina Beach, the main town on the island, and visit the Old Town, which is filled with the cutest shops and restaurants. It feels like you're walking into a Hallmark movie. Amelia Island's old Florida charm and relaxed feel are why I think you should visit in 2026. Finally, I recommend going on a Florida Keys road trip along the Overseas Highway. This is such a unique and stunning area of Florida. The views are breathtaking and the water is just so amazing. Start in Key Largo and make your way all the way down to Key West with a variety of stops along the way. I love Robbie's Waterfront for feeding the tarpon, Bahia Honda State Park for a gorgeous beach, and Pigeon Key, which is an island located in the middle of the 7 Mile Bridge. Once you get to Key West, there are so many things to see and do here. Walk down Duval Street, visit Fort Zachary Taylor State Park, which is the best beach in Key West, and grab a slice of key lime pie. Trust me, it's so delicious. Now, if you're feeling adventurous, visit Dry Tortugas National Park, which is 70 miles off the coast of Key West. I am obsessed with the water here. It is crystal clear and absolutely stunning, and the beach is definitely one of my favorites in the entire state. The two main ways to get to Dry Tortugas is either the ferry or the seaplane, and both usually sell out quickly, so make sure to reserve online in advance. I have 2 bucket list resorts in the Florida Keys to recommend. The first is in Marathon and is called Isla Bella Beach Resort. Every room here faces the ocean, and the resort is so relaxing and beautiful. The second is Bungalows Key Largo, located in Key Largo, which is an adults-only, all-inclusive resort, one of the only ones in the entire United States. This property was stunning, the food was amazing, and it makes the perfect getaway. I love the Florida Keys, and a road trip is such an unforgettable way to explore all that they have to offer. I know that figuring out places to visit in Florida in 2026 can be tough. Maybe you're bored of the same spots, or it's too hot and rainy, or you're tired of the crowds, but I hope this video helped give you a few things to do to add to your list. Let me know your favorite Florida activity, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.